Okay guys, now today after work I went and got some shelving because as you can see these are wire shelving and things fall through. So I could replace these, which I am not because it costs a lot of money, or I could leave it how it is, or I could have the hard plastic put on here, but still that's a lot of money. So being as I'm trying to do everything on a budget, I went ahead to the dollar store and I purchased these styrofoam boards, the same things I use for the baskets. Um, so let me turn this camera around. So this is my stack right here. And I don't really know the measurements, and I have quite a few. I have about 30, roughly about 35 of them. I don't know how many I'm gonna really need, but I'll see. I'm gonna measure it off, and I'm gonna cover these with the contact paper. I found this marble contact paper that has a little brown in it that will go perfect with my brown that's in here. And also I found these bins from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And normally they're in all kinds of crazy, not say crazy color, but bright colors. So I was kind of shocked to find these white ones. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna put in them. So I actually grabbed a bunch of them because, hang on, I'm reaching here. I grabbed a bunch of them, different ones. Here go some other ones because I normally don't see the white ones. My son actually put them all in together. They're not going to go on the shelf like that. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what the bins look like. So that's one there. And those. And then these are a little bigger. I figure I'll put onions and potatoes in that one. And it'll be on the ground. I got quite a few. See, I got a whole stack there. So we're trying to get organized here, people. So what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm actually gonna set up my tripod now because I'm actually gonna measure off and then eventually cut these out to fit my shelving. So again, it's not gonna come all the way over. I'm gonna cut it in a little bit because I don't need it to hang over. And then I'm gonna have to put the contact paper on both the inside and I'm gonna have to wrap the entire thing. Except for the bottom shelf, I probably won't do the whole entire thing. I don't know, if I have extras I will, but the top, because you're gonna be able to see under here once the cardboard goes up. So I'm definitely gonna have to wrap the whole thing. So, okay guys, so I kind of have them laid out. So this is this section here. So all I need to do is measure and cut. This right here is going to be for this section here that I have to measure and cut. Now this section this stack right here is going to go in this section over here, this section all the way down. This section here is going to go with this section here, and you got these here. And this stack on the floor is going to go in this section over here. So the only part that's left is going to be this little middle section here, and all the extra pieces. That's what I'm going to do because I'm going to have a lot of extra pieces once I cut these. So I think my estimation is on point. We're gonna see. I'm gonna let you guys know how I guesstimated it and if I was accurate or not. But I'm gonna make it work because they're $1, but they do add up. So this was about $35 in these styrofoam boards. But when I get finished, they are gonna look so awesome. I have confidence in myself. All right, guys, I am going to set up my tripod and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to measure, and I'm actually going to probably measure one and then cut from that one. This way I could be on a table, or I'll probably end up doing it on the floor here. So guys, let's get started. Okay guys, so I have my handy dandy ruler and a marker. and a tape measure. Not sure which is going to be the best. This is a trial and error, and okay guys, so I'm going to measure from the back of the, let's see here, let me try and raise it up so you guys can, well, you know what I could do, the second shelf. I'll start on the second shelf so you could kind of see what I'm doing. And the lighting isn't that great in here in my pantry. So what I'm going to do is, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to measure from here to here, right at the inside edge of here, because I don't want it to come out too much over to have a hang. I just want it to kind of stay flush with right here. So I'm going to measure from the tip. Okay, so I'm going to measure from the tip to, okay, and I'm going to cut one, let's see, it says about 15 and a half, so I'm going to measure on my board. You can't see right there, let's turn it this way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure on my board. It keeps falling. Let's see. Not sure if you could see, but 15 and a half was my measurement. So I have a permanent marker. You don't have, you could use a pencil, whatever, but it's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter what I use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tick mark right at the 15 and a half. Okay? And it is right here. And it's right here. So this is the length, the width, I'm sorry, of the shelf. So I'm gonna make my cut right here all the way across. So in order I have my box cutter that I'm gonna use, but in order to have it straight, I'm going to get a piece of wood. I could use one of these, but I'm gonna get a piece of wood that's long enough and hold it alongside this, and then put my box cutter up against it, and I'm gonna cut straight down. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back and check to make sure that that measurement is good, and that's how I like it. Then from there, I can cut all the pieces that are the same width. Yeah, which is probably about 5, 10, 15 of them. Actually, they're all gonna be the same width, but I'm gonna start with the ones that are the same width and length, and then go from there, because I wanna keep it so I know, I'm sorry, I wasn't even in the camera. I'm gonna keep it so I am knowing what I'm doing, and I'm not gonna waste any of this styrofoam. So I'm gonna get to cutting these 15 pieces to get the width together. Then I'm gonna do the others, and then I'm gonna do the length. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I moved it out to my empty living room that's still being worked on. Don't mind my dogs barking. So I got this piece of crown molding, or chair molding, whichever one it is. And it's pretty long, so I'm gonna use this to cut off. So as I measured in, it was 15 and a half, I believe. I'll go back and post it. But I have my mark, and which is about, I'm taking off about 4.5 inches off of the cardboard. So what I'm gonna do is I have my box cutter here that I got from the dollar store. Works pretty good. And you're not seeing me, I just want you to kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna line this up as straight as possible. So I'm gonna kind of use the lines on the floor to make sure this poster board is lined up correctly. And I'm gonna actually kneel on it so it's straight. And hopefully it is straight because sometimes my eyes are a little bit crooked, but we're gonna see. That looks straight. So I guess what I'm gonna do is to make sure it's straight is just go up and down to make sure. Yeah. Okay. And for the most part, it is pretty straight, but I think I could do it a little bit more. Okay, maybe if I stand up, I can get a better angle to make sure it is. Come on. And I'm gonna cut right on top of that line just to make sure, and that is not straight. This is a lot harder than I thought this would be. Okay, somehow I'm like a hair off, which is no big deal. So I'm gonna roll with that. We'll see. Once I put it on here, we will see. So I'm gonna cut directly up against the baseboard, so give me a perfectly straight line. And I probably should have made sure it's not in the groove, but you can't help it because I felt the knife stop. Okay, so that looks pretty straight to me. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna go in the pantry and make sure this is the perfect size that I need, okay? So come with me. All right, we're gonna put it in here. And I think that's a perfect fit. I could have brought it a little bit more to the edge, which is not really a big deal. That is fine. I think that is fine. You know, so if I'm gonna change my mind, I need to change it now since I've just used one. But I think that's fine the way it is because you don't really need it at the edge. So we're gonna roll with that. So we're gonna go through and as I said, I'm gonna cut the 15 that are the same size and width right now. So let's see. Let me put this down a little bit. Start with this right here. Actually, this is 10. So I'm gonna start with the first 10 and we're gonna go from there. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna just mark off 4.5 that I took, inches that I took off from the first one. Let me measure again because I just wanna make sure. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna mark it on the ruler so I don't have to keep on guessing because you know, once you get this little, okay, that is actually, why is that off? Okay, so basically we took off, right. So I'm just marking it on, I'm sorry. I'm marking it on my ruler so I'll know exactly where it is.
I got this ruler from the dollar store, so it's no biggie. But my marking is right there. So I'm gonna be cutting off this much off of each of them. Right where my my fingers are, this is how much I'm cutting off, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, sorry my tripod is crooked, I don't know why. But I'm gonna mark each of them before I start cutting. This way I could just mark and then cut, okay? Okay guys, so I have this stack cut out already. So we're gonna go over to the pantry and I'm gonna set these in there to see how they look so far. And as I said, remember I said I'm gonna have a lot of pieces left over. Look, these, I could actually probably use 3 of these and get another shelf. You know, I'm gonna have to glue them together or tape them together and then wrap them. So nothing is gonna get wasted here. Okay guys, let's make sure you got a good angle here. Move those over. Perfect. Let me try something over here. I know the width is the same. So for the length, I'm gonna see what we need right here. So they're gonna be flushed. And there's a little piece hanging over there, but it doesn't matter. So I might not even, this is gonna be all right. Let me bring you guys up close. Okay, so it's flushed together. Once I put some stuff on there, they're gonna stay down. But for the most part, it's flushed. See? Uh-oh, the camera is. It looked like it's open, but there you go. It's flush, see? So there's a little hangover on this end. See right here? Oh, right here. But I'm not gonna worry about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try another piece in that corner. All right, let's see how much. Okay. Oh, you gotta maneuver this in there. And you know what? Oh, look at that. I could cut them all the same length, width rather. I haven't cut anything off the length yet, but that fits perfect. Oh my God. This is actually working out better than I thought, because I thought I would have to cut every last one of these extra pieces, but that's all right. Okay, so let me set this back down so I can use both hands and see how that works. So this is all right. Okay, this is awesome. Let's see, I'm sorry, I'm blocking the camera. Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. So I am going to cut, actually, I need to cut. I'm just not thinking, yeah, the width is the same. So I literally have to cut them all. So that's what I am going to do right now. So I'm going to take all 35. Well, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10. I did 10 already, so 25 more to go. All right, and I'm not gonna torture you guys watching me cut 25 more of these. So once I get all my cuttings, I will be back because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do some other little pieces because I have these long shells here. So one more piece is gonna fit here, but then I'm gonna have to make a cut for the end or vice versa in the middle. I don't know what I'm going with yet, so I'll be back. Okay guys, so I got them pretty much all cut out. And the good thing is they like fit perfect to where, I slid that over. The only section I'm missing is here guys, seriously. This is gonna be nothing to cut. And all these other, the 35 that I cut took me about, I'm gonna say 20 minutes. That's because I was trying to be really precise with the measurements and everything fits so perfect. And I was almost accurate. I had an extra one, but that is not really extra because I can use this actually. Sorry, I know you guys can see. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to cut that and put that there. And then what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna take probably about 4 of these strips. I'll let you guys know exactly how many is gonna be one shelf. 3, no. Okay, we're gonna have to do some work in here because see, it looks like that. So it's probably gonna be 3 and a little bit more to fill up this space here. Or I don't really wanna turn it this way, but I mean I could because you're not gonna see them. They're gonna be glued together, but I think that's just gonna probably waste it because then again, if it's half and half, I could use that, but no, I think I'm gonna do it the other way and we're gonna work from there. But so far guys, this is all I'm doing right now. I have to break this up in a few days because it's like 10 o'clock now and I have to work in the morning. So by tomorrow, I'll have this all filled in and we're gonna start unwrapping with the compact paper. All right, guys. Okay guys, so I lost my footage of me actually covering the shelving and I'm sorry. I probably will make another video later on to show you how I did it. It was pretty simple. Okay guys, this is the finished product of the shelving in my pantry that I did. And as I said, I did only the top on these. The bottoms I didn't do because you're not going to see it unless you bend down and try to go under there, then you'll see it. However, I did do the top with the top and the bottom of that, the top shelves, because you're gonna see that. And don't worry, once I put my stuff in, everything was laid set flat, you know, because they're boards, so they're gonna stick up here and there. But this is the finished product. And I had a little oops right there because I cut it too, it's a little bit too big, this one. But I don't feel like redoing it. Eventually I may get to it, but this is it. So my pantry is actually ready to be put back together, finally. It's been months, but it's okay. It was a little inconvenient for me to have my whole pantry, you know, in my living room, but it's coming together well. And my flooring finally got tile. Can't complain. So it's looking marvelous already. And I like how this, it doesn't per se matches the floor, but it pulls the color from the wall and my floor. Well, that'll be right here. So I'm satisfied. So guys, I think this is a huge pantry, and this was what sold me on the house. And I know there's bigger ones, but compared to one I had like a little closet. But this, I must say, you can fit quite a lot of things in here. And trust me when I tell you, I pack it in here. But I purged, or I am purging. So, excuse my washing machine and my dryer in the background. But I'm purging, so I'm trying to be more organized to make my life flow a little bit easier, less stress, less cleaning, so I figure, declutter, and you get rid of a lot of your problems. So I'm in the process of learning to declutter. And I'm gonna take you guys on that journey, not just my kitchen, but I need to declutter like everywhere in my house. All right, guys, so this is my pantry. Hello guys, welcome back to the Jewels to Life. As you can see, I'm in my pantry. So today I'm putting it together, and hopefully you guys will enjoy me trying to organize this pantry and putting these baskets where I think they need to go. It's gonna be a lot of moving here, taking out, and whatever. And I might not even use half the stuff that I have, but we're gonna do this together, and hopefully I motivate somebody to, try and do things yourself. For years I was thinking, okay, we need to reshelve our pantry. It's gonna cost so much money. We need to do tiling. But people, let me tell you, Rome was not built in a day. So if it takes you 5 years, 10 years to get tile, if it takes you 5 years to redo your pantry and get the shelving you need, I just went the cheaper route, and I figured this would be good for now for me, and this will last me a few years. It's just me and my husband and my son that's home right now. The other kids are in college, and so here we go. Now, as I said, you guys might say, no, move that here, whatever. So if you guys have any suggestions, trust me, leave it in the comment. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying to be more organized, more efficient. Yeah, that's the word, right? Efficient. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So again, I'm on my butt in my pantry because I know it's going to take me a while to figure out where I need everything to go. So I'm starting from the bottom to the top, and I washed the baskets already, and I'm in the process of washing the other stuff. Well, my daughter's helping me. So yeah, we're gonna get this together. I'm gonna speed it up because I know you don't want to watch me actually pull stuff here and there. So I'm gonna speed this up so we can get this done. All right. Okay guys, so now I'm starting with the canned vegetables. And folks, I do have a lot of them, and actually some's probably expired, so I'm gonna go through them and see. That's why I got them all here. Well, they're not all here because I have some more. So I have a few I'm starting with right here. And then, so we're gonna see. Okay guys, before I go any further, how many people can relate to buying everything as far as trying to be on a diet, trying to eat right, and you try this new shake, this new drink,
yeah, guilty as charged on that sense. So now I have a bit of stuff that I paid pretty good money for. Right here, it's a big bin. You can see. No, I didn't use it. So people, stop it. Don't buy it. Unless you're gonna use it, okay? So, these are actually still good, actually. I don't know what the heck they put in it, but they do last a mighty long time. So this is actually, this is like a energy drink. I have some protein go packs. I'm gonna keep these because I do make smoothie. So I'm gonna keep these. And as I said, a bin full, and I am not kidding people, a bin full. Look, it's all the way at the bottom. Oh my goodness. So I'm not gonna throw these out because I can, and you know what? I probably should throw it out because that's why they're still here. But I'm gonna organize them to where I can see them and not tucked away. So yeah, I should have made a video on this because this is really crazy. So yeah, maybe because it was tucked away, I didn't see it. I know I had them, but I'm trying to make this video sound good, y'all. So that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna say because they were tucked away in a bin that was covered, even though it was see-through. But yeah, I'm gonna put them in another bin and hopefully they'll be easier to grab. All right? Just had to share that with you. Okay guys, this is the final product of my pantry. This was actually done a while ago and I'm just now completing the video, so some stuff is out of place because we've been living, like for example, oh no, that's not. So yeah, we've done some shifting around and stuff, and I didn't finish putting the labels on the Lazy Susan. And these are my hot sauce, and those are on the Lazy Susan, but it's quite heavy because it's a lot of them. And no, that's not granola. So, you know, it's okay. Some of the stuff I probably should have fixed it first, but you will get the gist of it. And yeah, this hot sauce don't belong there. Chips. And that used to go in, but it has a lot of air, so. Stuff could use a little bit more organization, but that will work for now. These are my garbage bags. This is everything popcorn, everything pasta, and I think that's just some miscellaneous, and these are all protein drinks. That doesn't, these don't belong there, but anyway. And this is like baking stuff, powder, you know, different stuff. You have oatmeal, and I have different color baskets because, you know, at the dollar store, I got these actually from the dollar store. These from the dollar store. That was from Ross. This is dollar store. This is from Ross, but it came in a pack of like 10, I want to say.
This is dollar store right here. These are Ross. These containers I had for a while. These are from Ross. These are from Walmart. These are from the dollar store. These little ones are from the dollar store. These are from, I think, Walmart. Those I can't remember. This is just some of my gadgets. Didn't realize I had 4 slow cooker or crock pot. And I love these right here. I'm gonna do a review on these, the power pressure cooker. Love them. These containers of cereal I got from Walmart, and they fit the cereal perfectly well. This is just extra. I'm gonna have this tomorrow, so I just laid it up there. I just bought that cereal today. Oops. So, and then guys, I made these labels with the label makers, and I don't really care for them too much. I like these. The thing is, I ordered these, but they came with a bunch. I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff that I don't use. Not the spaghetti, sesame seed. I don't use it. Soya beans. I don't use that. So there was a bunch in here. Cake flour. No. Buckwheat flour. So there was, you know, it was pretty much a waste. I got it from Amazon. It was a waste because that stuff I don't even eat. Oh, and these are my teas back here. My son left this open because he's the one that drinks the most tea. But I have a whole carousel with different teas. So I have to reorganize. These are beans. Carousel with the beans. And I don't know why that's there, but okay. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, under here is bacon. Oh, that's my basket with my squash and my potato. Bacon stuff. Dry ingredients, flours. And here we have some Yeti cups, our theme park cups, and all that good stuff. And these are sweeteners. This actually, guys, is awesome. It's sugar-free. They have different flavor. You put in anything and it tastes good. It has 0 carbs, people. Check that out. They have them at, I got these from Ross and Home Goods store, but now they're actually in Walmart. Tarani, however you say it. So guys, this is it for my well, it's not new. I've had this done for quite some months now, but didn't finish the video. Oh, and here I have, this is a real neat idea. This is like cake decorating stuff, so I put them in these little see-through containers, and I'm eventually gonna label them. This is another, these are all cake containers, but, and these I have the plastic silverwares in, like when we have get together. Then I have some extra napkins. And I just stack them there. I'm gonna got some extra cups there. I'm gonna come up with a different idea. I'm gonna actually redo my pie, not redo it, but reorganize it, because I need to do something with those. Yeah. And this right here, I had my son's sports drinks go there because it's baseball season. Actually, I keep his, he does sports year round, so that's usually full, and I forgot to get some today, and that's it. And then I have my potatoes. They're my bag of potato. I just bought that. Actually, that doesn't go there, but that's my onions underneath. And actually, this little container thing here, I found at a yard sale for $20, and it's actually real wood. I'm eventually gonna stain it, and right now I just have some bags in there, and these big bottles. I actually had those in there too, so I don't know. Oh, for the when we had a barbecue, I had to use them. And then here I have some
alcohol that was from the party, and some Capri Sun. My son had no clue it's in there. Capri Sun and alcohol. So I'm gonna stain this, actually sand it down, and I'm gonna make it change the color to white. One of these days that will be my DIY. But anyway, guys, thank you, and finally my pantry is complete. And as I said, these labels irritate me, so I'm gonna have some made like this. I am trying to purchase that machine to where I make my own labels one of these days. So for now, this is what we're gonna use. And actually, folks, since I've organized this, my son and my husband has pretty much kept everything. I even got a section for chopsticks. They actually have been keeping everything nice and neat and putting stuff back. Only thing is when they come in, sometimes the candy jar, it'll be open or whatever the case may be. This was full of all sugar and everything. And yeah, and this is such a good idea to dump everything out, because you only take what you need instead of the whole container and leaving. And actually, they stay pretty fresh in these containers. So no complaints there. And yeah, but everything has its designated area, and they pretty much keep it that way. Only thing once in a while is the snacks. I have to kind of rearrange them sometimes, because sometimes they get all over the place. Not all over the place, but in the wrong bins. But for the most part, everything's been pretty much, my son especially has been doing a good job putting stuff back where it's supposed to go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless you. And I hope you find the motivation to redo your pantry or reorganize. And you know, this was on a budget. I did purchase most of the stuff from the dollar store. Some of the stuff I already had, or Walmart. And the only expensive thing that was in here were these bins on the bottom, and they weren't even that expensive, but I only got a few of them. And the thing is, I wanted to get more of these, but I couldn't find them at Ross anymore. So that's when I went to the dollar store, and these are really nice. But the thing is, I don't see them again at the dollar. You see them here and there, and I got a couple. And then I went back, and you know, so it's a hit or miss with the dollar store, so you just have to keep trying. So I do want to get more, because I want to kind of have everything match in here. Like, they ran out of white, so I ended up having to get that color. So I have a bunch of, even though the colors pretty much, you know, match, you know, here they're shades of brown or tan or whatever. But I wanted one color, one solid color. But you know what? This is good for now. I'm not complaining. And you guys have an awesome week.